Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Sunday, March 16th, 2025. Back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And I would say that I hate to say, I told you so. But actually, I don't hate to say it. I don't mind saying it. And the reason I don't mind saying it is for the people that said I was crazy. The people that said I'm just trying to get views, clicks, likes. This for you. I told you so. I hope you ain't want to listen. And to my supporters that want to know, what did you tell them, Big Ward? I'm glad you asked. Hold on.
The measles outbreak in Texas has expanded to nearly 260 cases.
And 4 of those new cases are in North Texas. Health officials say there are lifelong effects of getting measles without a vaccination. Fox 4's Casey Stiegel in studio with the story. Casey.
Yeah, a lot of people not talking about this when we've been covering the measles outbreak. But as those cases here in Texas and other parts of the country continue to grow, so do the fears within the medical community over the long-term health impacts the virus could have on those who get it. It's a microscopic germ with enormous impacts.
If you would put somebody who has measles virus in a room with 10 other people, 9 out of those 10 people would end up getting measles virus from that person.
Doctors say that's why numbers in West Texas have jumped so quickly since this started in January. 259 was the latest tally on Friday. That's 36 new cases over the last 3 days, according to state health officials, including at least 4 here in North Texas in Lamar County. What's more, officials fear those numbers are even higher.
There's a very good chance that there are a lot of people in that community that are down sick with measles but never get the test to document their infection.
This lab in Utah is helping some overwhelmed states process their samples. Most patients are unvaccinated children, including a child who died a few weeks back in West Texas. Fortunately, experts say that is rare.
The mortality rate for measles is estimated to be 1 out of every 1,000 patients.
However, some doctors are sounding alarm bells, pointing to research which suggests once a patient has been infected, there are long-term health risks.
These children will have lower antibodies against other viruses and bacteria that they may have previously been immunized to.
Dr. Bradley warns issues can pop up more than a decade later, such as a form of encephalitis called SSPE.
This is a progressive degenerative neurological condition that is uniformly fatal. But this often, or in the rare events where this does occur, this can happen 10 years after the virus infection.
So those medical experts say in order to fully prevent this outbreak from spreading any further, roughly 95% of a community's population has to be fully vaccinated. Steve, Heather?
Check.
Y'all don't remember me telling y'all that? That since 2020 and what we went through, the world hasn't been the same, that there's something weird going on in our world. Y'all remember? Y'all don't recall? It's some videos go back, people call me crazy. Mr. Doom and Gloom. That's all you talk about, Big War. You just want views. That ain't gonna happen. Wars, rumors of wars. Remember, along that line? And I told y'all about, hey, we're going to have more diseases, famines popping up, more struggle, more hard time popping up, more disease popping up. They so slick with it. They decided, because I think it's all about the jab, y'all. getting you to take some type of, inside your body. I got to be careful what I say on here. This just allegedly my opinion. It's about getting everybody conditioned to take jabs. So the first go round in 2020, a lot of people chose not to take it because they weren't familiar with it. This is a new thing. I don't know what this stuff is. I'm not taking this stuff. It's new. They ain't even had enough research on it, right? So most people didn't trust it, didn't take it. So they decided, you know what? How about whatever we're trying to put in them, let's use something that they are familiar with. This is just my theory. Let's use something that's been around for decades, ever since I was a child, that we're familiar with and we're a little more trusting. So how about we go dig up in the crates and bring back out some old diseases and then warn everybody that they need to get, jabbed. You ain't gonna be suspicious of something that's, chickenpox and measles and all that stuff. That's been around. We already know about that, so I ain't really worried about taking that one. I know about that one. But it's what they putting in it. It's what is it that they want it, so now, what big was? That just said measles. They didn't say nothing about no chickenpox. But wait, there's more.
Right now, we have a safety alert on chickenpox. 51 cases are being reported here in the upstate. That's according to the South Carolina Department of Public Health. Now, health officials say most of the cases are among children. This all comes after we learned about 4 cases at Welford Academy in Spartanburg District 5. Unvaccinated students and staff cannot return to school until March 11th. Now, the Department of Health could not tell us exactly where the rest of the outbreaks are, but we are able to find out that those symptoms in children typically include a red, itchy rash, fever, fatigue, and a headache. But in adults, it can be much more serious. If you had chickenpox as a child, you have natural immunity, but there could be another risk.
The risk of people having chickenpox as a child, though, is that they can get a recurrence of the infection in an isolated nerve, which is what shingles is.
The shingles vaccine is recommended for those ages 50 and older. Children should get the chickenpox vaccine when they're 12 months old, and then again between the ages of 4 and 6.
Don't listen to me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm just on crazy big ward, Mr. Doom and Gloom. I'm just trying to scare y'all because I want more views. I need more views. I got to have more views. I live for views. I don't know what I would do without views. So I'm willing to tell y'all to do everything. Chuck and jive and dance and lie to you just to get some views. That's what they say about me. That's why I don't mind saying, I told you so. I'm going to put it in your face. I told you so. Ladies and gentlemen, they're not through with us yet. I told you so. Ladies and gentlemen, they're not going to let us live our lives in peace, not being bothered with their BS and their agenda. You might say, I don't want nothing to do with their agenda. I just want to live my life, mind my business, leave me alone. No, they're not going to leave you alone. How crazy is Big Ward looking now? And how many of y'all are saying, well, damn, if he was right about that, what else was he right about? So you need to go back and look at some of the other stuff I said gonna happen. That a lot of y'all was calling me crazy for, making videos about me. I ain't gonna say your names, y'all peons to me. So I ain't gonna mention your name. But you said I was crazy. You said I just wanted views. You said I didn't know what I was talking about. When everything I talk about, I do research on before I talk about it. So if I am wrong, I'm not the only one wrong because I went, checked, and verified before I said what I said. I'm seeing a lot of, since I've been doing this content creation stuff, I'm seeing a lot of stuff that the average person don't see because y'all ain't spending y'all time and y'all days researching stuff to make more content. Y'all not doing that. Y'all going to work, coming home, hanging out with your family, whatever else you may doing, but or you might be watching YouTube, but you ain't looking for stuff to make videos for, like I do. So I'm running across, and I got people sending me information. I got eyes and ears to the ground. People helping me out, discovering and uncovering stuff that most of y'all weren't familiar with. How many of y'all knew we had a measles and a chickenpox outbreak? Again, they went back in the crate and pulled out the old measles and chickenpox. I was a kid. I was in kindergarten. I was born in 1972. Measles and chickenpox was gone. Pretty much eradicated. And now here it is again. Where could chickenpox possibly have reemerged from? I'm glad you asked.
In the meantime, across the border, one shelter in Juarez is not accepting any migrants at the moment after at least 5 cases of chickenpox have been detected among children staying there. That prompting the Leona Vicario federal shelter to temporarily close its doors. A state official telling our crew in Juarez that the children will remain in observation for 10 days and they will receive treatment to help ease their symptoms.
Joe Biden, thank you. Everything we are dealing with right now in the world, in our society, all these issues that are going on that you can't figure out how to solve. Your financial situation. Working hard still ain't enough. You got 3 jobs still ain't enough. Inflation. Everything we are dealing with is orchestrated, allegedly. According to just my, Nothing we are dealing with right now in the world, in America, is just a coincidence. You can believe what you want to believe. Big Ward just crazy. Don't listen to those crazy ass Big Ward with a so-called YouTuber up in Atlanta would tell his people. Don't listen to that crazy Big Ward, even though he listening to me. How do you think he know what I'm saying if he ain't watching me? Don't be nobody's fool. Think for yourself. It's time now. If you're not a free thinker, if you're not a person that can think for yourself, think outside the box, this day and time we living in, you ain't gonna survive. They're bringing the sheep to the slaughter. If you are a sheep, you about to be slaughtered. Keep that in mind. They are bringing the sheep to the slaughter. If you are a sheep, bad news for you. I'm not a sheep. I refuse to be one. Don't you be a sheep. Don't listen to that old crazy ass Big Ward. You know who you are, Mr. Atlanta. Don't listen to that crazy Big Ward. Who looking crazy now? Oh, there's more to come. They're not done with us yet. Americans, citizens of the world, free thinkers, non-Democrats, non-Republicans, non-political, wake up. We gonna need each other because the rest of the world are zombies. You ever seen them zombie movies? Where you have a few sects, few areas, few cliques of humans that are still, that not infected, having to band together to fight off the zombies. And you're like, that's just a movie. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's all coming to pass. Watch what I tell you. Don't have me have to come back here again and say, I told you so, with just what I'm telling you now. Right now, we are entering a phase where we're going to have the woke and the sleep. And there are going to be more sleep people that think they're woke. You know, the wokies. Woke society, they ain't woke, they still sleep. They dreaming. They're being programmed what to think, but they think they're woke. It's people like us that are being labeled crazy, weird, out there, that are actually ones that see what's going on. We're going to have to band together. Because we ain't going to have nobody else to help us, to come save us. We're going to have to join together the so-called crazy folks and battle against the zombie apocalypse. Don't make me come back here and say, I told you so. You know I will. Get it, got it, good. Bye.